Safety professionals who reach the level of OSHA-authorized trainer often see immediate returns: higher salary caps, the ability to lead in-house compliance, and recognized authority on a job site. Every year, thousands of safety professionals assume a deep background and a registration fee are enough to secure an OSHA 500 seat. These applications are often rejected before the review is even complete. Rejections happen because the applicants fail to provide the specific line-item documentation required for federal prerequisites. They hit a bureaucratic wall that doesn't care about their years on site if the paperwork doesn't match the mandate. The OSHA 500 serves as the final, highly guarded checkpoint of a multi-year federal pipeline, a gate that only opens for those who have meticulously tracked their progression through the preceding standards and field requirements. This training structure is overseen directly by the Department of Labor and the National Network of OSHA Training Institute Education Centers. They maintain a zero-tolerance policy for missing documentation. Success in this program depends on understanding the split between the 510 and 500 courses, the 5-year experience rule, the 7-year countdown clock, and the 4-year renewal cycle. Mastery of this specific timeline is the only way to avoid application rejection and secure the credentials of an elite trainer. The technical foundation of the pipeline is the OSHA 510 course. This is a technical dive focused entirely on regulatory interpretation. This phase requires a minimum of 30 instructional hours spent surveying the 29 CFR 1926 construction standards, learning to read and apply the specific language of federal law to site hazards. Passing the 510 demonstrates you can navigate complex regulatory frameworks. It results in an official OTI Education Center completion certificate, but it has a specific limitation. This matrix shows where the 510 stops. While it provides high-level technical knowledge, you can see the red X under teaching authority. Finishing this course gives you absolutely zero authority to conduct outreach classes or issue official Department of Labor safety cards. It is a common mistake to confuse the 510 with a standard 30-hour worker orientation. The 30-hour course is for hazard awareness. The 510 is an advanced leadership course for those responsible for building and managing the safety programs themselves. You must prove you are a technical expert on the rules before you can be authorized to enforce or teach them. Once the 510 is complete, you move to the OSHA 500. This course shifts the focus from technical rules to the skills required to teach them effectively. This is an intensive train-the-trainer environment. Your time is spent on instructional design, classroom management, and adult learning principles, preparing you to deliver complex safety information to diverse work groups. The course culminates in a peer-reviewed teach-back presentation. You must demonstrate you can effectively facilitate a topic in a classroom before authorization is granted. Successful completion earns you the Gold Authorized Construction Trainer Card. This gives you the exclusive power to conduct 10 and 30-hour OSHA outreach courses and issue official completion cards to participants. This authorization also brings new responsibilities. You become an extension of the federal government, which means your training records and classroom sessions are now subject to strict program audits and oversight. Earning the 500 moves you from being an observer of safety rules to a recognized authority who can certify an entire workforce, making you a vital asset for any construction firm. The most difficult part of the process is often the Prerequisite Verification Form, or PVF. This is the primary document where the OTI Education Center evaluates your professional history. To qualify, you must document at least 5 years of broad construction safety experience. OSHA looks for a track record of active leadership across different types of construction activity. The definition of experience is rigid. Simply working safely is not enough. You must demonstrate that you are responsible for site-wide hazard identification, safety audits, or direct program management. You can reduce this 5-year requirement. Holding a degree in Occupational Safety and Health, a CSP, or a CIH designation can substitute for exactly 2 years of work experience. These substitutions do not stack. Even if you hold multiple degrees and certifications, every applicant is still required to prove at least 3 years of actual field leadership in construction safety. Academic credentials help, but OSHA requires proof of field-level leadership before they grant you teaching authority. There is also a critical timing relationship between taking your technical foundation course and moving to the trainer course. Completing the OSHA 510 starts an unforgiving 7-year federal countdown. Your 510 certificate is only a valid prerequisite for the 500 course during this window. If you let this clock expire, your 510 prerequisite is voided entirely. You will have to pay for the course and pass the exam again to regain your eligibility for the trainer track. Processing times vary between regions, so you should always verify the current timeline nuances with your chosen education center before submitting your paperwork. Mismanaging this window leads to thousands of dollars in redundant costs and can stall a safety professional's career advancement for years. The path to success follows a clear, linear progression. Start with the OSHA 10 or 30 orientation, document 5 years of leadership in the field, pass the OSHA 510 technical milestone, and finally secure the OSHA 500 trainer card. You must stay on your industry track. Construction requires the 510 and 500, while general industry requires the 511 and 501. The standards are different, and the prerequisites are not interchangeable. The difference in professional standing is significant. A safety officer with the 510 is a highly skilled compliance worker, but an authorized trainer with the 500 is an in-house leader. This chart shows the typical salary step-up for those who reach the trainer level. Because authorized trainers allow companies to bring their certification training in-house, they save their employers thousands in outsourced costs and can negotiate their compensation accordingly. The upfront investment of time and the rigors of federal scrutiny are the direct trade-off for higher market value and career leverage. Once you achieve authorization, you must actively maintain it. The Gold Card requires ongoing proof of your professional development. To stay active, you must take the OSHA 502 update course, which covers changes to standards and policies since your last authorization. This update must be completed at least once every 4 years. OSHA has eliminated grace periods. If the clock runs out, your authorization is canceled, and you must retake the full OSHA 500 course to regain your status. We'd like to know where you are in this process. Are you on the construction track? The general industry track? Share in the comments below. If you want to learn more about workplace safety and OSHA rules, subscribe to HSEstudy.